Hello guys, welcome to Wisdom Trainings. This is Abhishek and in this video we're going to learn about thread group. So in this current series we are already done with a lot of things, right? So now the question is, what is thread group? Thread group, as the name says, thread and group. So thread and say group, right? So the thing is, what does these things mean? We can refer thread as a virtual user, right? Virtual user, this means that the whole thing can be referred as virtual user group, right? Now this means that we can have virtual users doing what? Executing the scenario, right? So executing the scenario. Now what kind of scenario? The scenario that we have. For example, let us just go to JMeter and we have this part with us, right? This is what we learned in last video, that how we can do work with these things, right? But there was something that I didn't tell about, that is the thread group. Now let us just discuss about it. There are few things that we have, right? So what are those things? If we notice something, it is actually asking us for a few things. Say action to be taken after a sampler error, right? Or say other things like number of threads, ramp up period, right? What do these things mean? These things are very important, right? For having a scenario executed, these things are very important. The main thing is this particular part. This is the number of users. Apart from this, we have something else as well, that is ramp up period and loop count. So let us just start with these things. What are these things? First thing first, the number of threads, right? This is the number of users, virtual users needed, right? First thing is this. Second is the ramp up period, right? So the time taken by these users to arrive. Now this is very important. This means that whatever time is being taken by these users, for example, if I specify the ramp up period to 20 seconds and I have 2 users, so every user would be coming up in 10 seconds, right? Next thing is the loop count. What is the loop count? Loop count is something that, suppose I have a scenario, I want to rerun it again and again, right, for the same user, right? So repeats, right? This means that we can have these things. Now let us just start tweaking it, right? We already have a scenario which sends request to Rediff and Google. What I'll do is I'll introduce some number of users. For example, we would be having 7 users. Ramp up period would be 60 seconds, right? Or say 6 users, right? Now ramp up period is 60 seconds. There are 6 users. How this would execute? If you guys notice something, I'll start executing this. Notice the top right corner, right? There are few things that are changing, right? First thing is this icon color. Second is the number. Third is the time, right? So over here 1/6 means that one of 6 users is active right now. The time changing is the time which is being taken to execute this particular request, right? So over here the whole execution would last around 50 seconds, right? And we'll learn about that, why it is going for 50 seconds apart from 60 seconds, right? And as you guys can see that 50 seconds and the execution is completed. What happened? What kind of formula it used, right? So the thing is that how many users are there? Total number of users minus 1, right? So 6 minus 1, right? Why? Because first user would be executed immediately, right? Then this means that we have 5 users which would be divided, right? But the thing is that the time, the ramp up period is divided by the total number of users. So 60 divided by 6, this becomes 10 seconds, right? Now first user has already come up, then in the next 50 seconds, 5 users would be coming up, right? So first user has come up in the 0th second, that is why the last 10 is minused here, right? So over here, if you specify 7, this won't be 60 seconds, this would be some other time, right? What I'll do is I'll just run this now. See, whenever we have results here, I would want to flush these out. I can use this particular button, that is clear all, and then we can start executing the test. This way we won't get confused with the older requests, right? Now over here, this is executing. It will take a little bit time. Let us just calculate how much time it will take, right? So 60 divided by 7, right? Let us just have it here. 60 divided by 7. 8.57 seconds is the average time, right? Multiplied by 6, right? So 51.42 milliseconds is the time. So approximately this test would also be executing for 50 to 51 seconds, right? Sorry, 51 to 52 seconds, right? As you guys can see that 50 seconds have passed, this test would be stopping anytime, and as you guys can see on the screen, it took exactly 52 seconds, right? So what did it do? Simple thing, just a second. The timing is very clear. The thing is, ramp up time divided by the number of users, say 6 users, done, right? Multiplied by total number of users minus 1, so 50 seconds, right? Let me just jot down this formula. You can calculate things with this, right? Ramp up divided by, say, total and minus, sorry, multiplied by total minus 1, right? So this is the formula, a very simple formula that we would be using, right? So this gives up the total execution time, but this execution time may vary if you have requests which take some time. For example, the last request took 20 seconds. So 52 seconds plus 20 seconds would be the total execution time, right? So this is how we can work with JMeter, and this is how we can generate a new request. We can say analyze the results, and we can manage the thread groups. Now there is one more thing in the thread groups, that is loop count. Now this is something that the repeated part. Right now we have these number of requests. I'll flush these out. I'll specify the loop count to 10. Now the same thing would be executed 10 times, right? Let us just specify the number of users to 6, right? Now here if I execute it, you guys would notice that it is indeed taking a lot of time because there are some requests going on, right? Right now only one user has executed. Now 2 users have executed, and these are the number of requests we have, 20 for each user, right? Now for the, say, complete 50 seconds mark, all these requests would be going on. You can see the results here. Now this is a flood of requests, right? So manage your thread group in a way, whatever is your requirement. Do not specify larger values here, because this will freeze your system even if you are using a server. A wrong value will literally freeze your system, right? And it will freeze the server on which you're sending in the requests as well, right? So make sure, calculate things first, then send in the request. Okay, now over here execution time has changed, 56 seconds. It was supposed to be 50 seconds because it took 6 seconds extra for all these requests to be completed, right? So this is how we can work with thread groups. Thank you.